Pre-press, you know, how close to get, what we can say and do. Okay. Ordinance never supersedes the Constitution, man, period.
You gotta also understand, too, that the case law does not cover an officer safety rule. So
officer safety is bullshit. You can talk? Not if you're going to say officer safety, man. That's the biggest cowardice book I can think.
Officer safety is not the articulable reason that you explain in court when you testify. Officer safety is just the topic or the subject, and then you explain and articulate why it's an officer safety issue.
So case law protects me regardless of officer safety. Well, you know.
I'll listen to you.
Okay.
I'm having a cordial conversation with you.
You cut me up when I was talking to you earlier, but okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize about that.
Thank you, sir. That's very polite, and I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot. And real quick, Sergeant, the cat's supposed to be closed when you're out of the vehicle, right? It's not supposed to be up? It's not policy?
Nope.
Okay.
Can I finish?
Yes, please.
All right. And you're recording this, right? I want to make sure all of your video footage gets.
I'll get you good, man. You look sharp.
So when we have a car stopped here, right? Mm-hmm. When you came over here, that's perfectly fine. There's no issue.
That's right.
When I have an officer that goes up to the driver's side window and you approach the back side, which is her blind side, that is where we have an officer safety issue. Okay? Like she just told you, she don't know you, and like you said, you don't know us. Like you said, you don't have any weapons, but I don't know what you have concealed on you. My weapons are visible. I'm allowed to carry them by law. Okay? So that's neither here nor there, but when you walk up on an officer like that, we have a officer safety issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So if she was in Walmart and she was picking up like a Mountain Dew or something, and I was behind her in line, there's an officer safety issue? Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like you're saying. That's bullshit. Well, they might be feeding you guys that.
Your opinion on that.
Well, let me just say this. If I wanted to, I could go running by when she's got her back turned to me. Okay. It's not an officer safety thing. But you guys could definitely let me finish. Let me finish. Okay. Yeah, because it's something I'm considering doing. You guys might want to get some training on it. Okay. There's no law against recording the stops. There's no law against somebody, especially a journalist, being close enough to the stop to hear the conversation, because that's the purpose of recording and documenting what is being said, what is being told. Because you swore an oath to defend people's rights. Number one.
I agree with you on all that.
Officer safety is a bullshit thing. It's a total bullshit thing. It's not covered by law. It's a made up like fairyland type officer safety. That's great. That's great. Where's my safety? Where's our safety? We don't have safety. Not if you're threatening me. Hey, get away. You got to get away from there. Blah blah blah.
That's just me.
The law says I'm allowed to be 8 feet. You can look it up. Please look it up. Case law. It's case law. U.S. Supreme Court.
If there was not an officer standing right there, and you want to do it 8 feet, and he was okay with that, perfectly fine.
I don't have to even tell you. I have God-given rights to record. If this, I don't know, it's not an easement or whatever, but if there's an easement, I'm walking down the easement, she's got something pulled over, I have to walk up behind her. You guys can't flip out. You can't be officer safety shit. You know, the right people would take you, you know, to the court, sue your ass on the, what, 1983 or something like that. Concord's Kangaroo Court here, Cabarrus County, is just generating revenue, man. That's it. So, you know, people don't really push it as much as they should, but I have every right to walk up on her when she's talking. If I'm closer than 8 feet, then now it's a gray area, because case law allows me 8 feet. Allows me to say anything.
So what do you deem this distance right now?
I honestly think it's about 8 feet.
Okay. Do you understand that you were standing there when that car was closer to the
I was a good 12 feet away from her, 15 feet.
Okay, I guess we have
far enough away.
But can I say one last thing before we end this conversation? This is totally my advice to you. I'm not threatening you. I'm not saying that this is the law. You can't do this. But revert back to that thing you said you might run past an officer. I caution you to be careful with that.
It would be
because
definitely
I'm just giving you a scenario.
A lot more thought put into it.
If I'm at this window talking to this person I have stopped, and I turn and I see you running full speed at me, you might get speared.
Well, if I'm going right at, that's a different story.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, why is that a different story?
If somebody's running at me, I'm going to do the same thing.
Why?
If somebody's running at me, right? Because they're running at me. Okay, if I'm running by if somebody is running by me, I'm not going to spear them. Well, you guys have a tough job.
You disagree with me.
You have a tough job.
You're right.
You have to make that, you know.
I signed up for it. I signed on the dotted line, so I agree that I'm going to deal with this stuff.
I mean, just make sure you guys are protecting people's rights, because there's a lot of times you aren't. And you got lieutenants in there that are teaching you wrong law.
Well, I can tell you, Officer Dorsey here is to protect people's rights.
Okay.
I have no other interest other than
well, let me tell you about this. I was up at the police station maybe like 4 months ago, 5 months ago. Talked to Parker. He trespassed me.
Oh, wow.
That's an illegal trespass.
A lot. Really?
Yes, it is, sir.
When was this?
In a public building, you can't tell somebody they're trespassing.
What day of the week was it?
I have no idea.
Was it?
I can't remember. Thursday or Friday, maybe.
And were the doors locked?
It's like 8 o'clock. Don't y'all lock the doors at 5 o'clock for safety purposes? Because I got a phone call called after. Oh, so I couldn't go in there at 10 o'clock?